Yep, we're good.
First off, can you guys, give me your opening thoughts on, the game you played tonight?
Coach.
Well, I thought it was an intense game. I think our guys came out with a lot of energy, a lot of nerves to start the game, but in the end, I think, we locked down and prevailed.
From my perspective, I just think the players that we expect to make plays made plays. The one area that we didn't do a good job, that we did a good job with all years, defending the three. We just kept the 3-point shooters. And we have to understand, it's difficult for teams to beat us with twos. We've got more weapons than they do. So we got to do a better job tomorrow really defending the three, I think. John?
I think we did good as well. Oswego came out real hard, but I think I need to step up my intensity for the defense tomorrow. But I did a good job.
I think today we just had too much for them. They kept up a little bit, but eventually we just outplayed them. We got to be ready for tomorrow.
Now, obviously Oswego's been a big rival of your guys' the past few years. How does it feel to get over the hump and knock them off in the postseason?
They never played this team. Oswego never played this team. It's a different team. These guys don't know. They don't have to worry about what happened with Oswego in the past. They know Oswego could. They just didn't feel like Oswego could beat this team. So this is a completely different team. It has nothing to do with what happened in the past. Just like tomorrow's game has nothing to do with what happens in the past. Tomorrow's game is going to be a completely different thing, and we're going to have to bring our A game. That's that simple. But we weren't thinking about what happened in the past with Oswego at all for this game. We're really, with this team, the one thing they've done is they've looked to the future with every game. We feel like this game secured an NCAA bid for us. So that was the first goal. We want to be an NCAA team. We are now, in my opinion. It has to be official, but I'm pretty sure this game, 21-4, gives us an NCAA bid. Now we want to be SUNYAC champions as well. So it's the past is the past. This team is different. I just want people to know that this team is different. And they got a lot of weapons. If you haven't come to see them play, you better. This team is different. I'm just telling you.
We did it for all the guys that Oswego beat in the past. All the people that graduated that couldn't get them, we got them.
What's it mean to play for the SUNYAC title tomorrow?
It's big. It's what we worked for this whole time. It makes last year worth it, in my book.
Yeah,
It means a lot. This is what I came to Plattsburgh for, games like tomorrow. I'm definitely going to show up. My team is too.
Coach, close game at the half. What were you telling the guys as far as second half adjustments and what kind of clicked for you guys down the stretch? It seemed like you just had Eric, Brandon, so many different guys making big plays.
Well, I made a mistake in the first half. Really, I in my rotations, we needed Ian Howard in there more. I mean, they're again, I always speak about him, but they had 2 or 3 plays that should have been wide open layups that turned into be steals for us. You know what I mean? And so the second half, we shallowed up, we shortened the bench a little bit. I believe we played 8 players in the second half. And I think that's something that as you get deep into the playoffs, people are going to have to step up their minutes some. And we're going to have to really make sure that we have the right players in there. I thought in the second half, by shortening up the bench, we were wearing them down a little bit more.
Coach, talk about John's performance and how big was his ability to control boards, especially it seemed like you guys always out-rebound most teams, but it seemed like Oswego was really attacking the boards.
They were really doing a great job of boxing out. As far as John is concerned, 35 and 13, and he did a real good job because he only gave up 33 and 12. So, but he's obviously a different kind of player for us. You take 21 field goal attempts and you score 35 points, and the thing I really liked is that his teammates recognized he had it going a little bit, and they were looking for him. They were calling some sets for him, you know, that toward the end of the game, and also if you'll notice that when they got to the rim, there was a difference maker at the rim in Eric Mack as well. I mean, he recorded 4 blocks, and but he makes everybody think about him when they go in there, you know. So it's just some guys that when we have that protection at the rim, we don't have to help as much at the rim as we think. I guess John and Eric are different. I mean, they're just really good Division III players, and they're just really good basketball players, period. So it makes it a tough combination to guard both of them during the same game.
Just want to say John had 35 and they double teamed him every time.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I think they got tired of double teaming him. I really do. But he also, he also had really good pass for assists too. And so you're double teamed and you get 2 assists, 4 turns. You're going to turn it over sometimes if you're double teamed all game, but for the most part, I think he made some good decisions out of the double team.
Beyond the numbers, what was it like to play in front of that kind of a crowd tonight with that many people packed in the building?
It was great. The atmosphere was good. The crowd was rowdy. I never heard them like that since my freshman year when I was playing in the SUNYAC band. And it was just a good environment to play in front of.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of energy. A lot of different people came out. It made it a memorable game, definitely.
Coach, looking ahead to tomorrow, you're facing an Oneonta team that's coming off 2 upset victories in the playoffs. What's your mentality going into that game?
To a man, all our guys goes, they don't even look like the same team, right? They don't even look like the same team. One of the things that you notice is they've been in the weight room all year. We're in the weight room all year. And I think that at this time of year, that pays dividends. And so they're going to be tough. It's going to be, we really have to keep them off the glass. They've got some pieces now that are all of a sudden playing really well. They're very young. They've got 23 is point forward. He doesn't make mistakes as a freshman. As a forward, bringing the ball up the floor. I saw him have 1 turnover. The freshman guard, they're putting two freshmen, 3 sophomores on the floor at the same time. So they're playing with a lot of confidence. To be honest with you, I'm proud of Cameron Conover, a 10-year assistant for us, of what he's accomplished there. This is 2 years in a row he's been in the finals. Unfortunately, it's going to be 2 years in a row for us. We hope that he loses. So.
Like Coach said, they have been playing real tough, but like I told Coach, I just don't see them playing tougher than us tomorrow.
Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you guys, and
Thank you.
congratulations. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.